In Poland this morning, President Biden meets with leaders of Eastern NATO allies at the end of his three-day trip to bolster support for Ukraine. The president delivered an emphatic speech yesterday telling Russia and the world that, in his words, NATO will not be divided and we will not tire. Ed O'Keefe is traveling with the president and joins us from Warsaw. Ed, good morning.
Nate, good to see you. The president's ongoing tour comes as the war in Ukraine hits the one-year mark, and the visit has pitted him against Russian leader Vladimir Putin, with the two leaders trading accusations as the whole world is watching.
Ukraine will never be a victory for Russia. Never.
Speaking to thousands in Poland's capital Tuesday, President Biden accused Vladimir Putin and the Russian military of committing crimes against humanity in the conflict they instigated nearly 1 year ago.
They've targeted civilians with death and destruction.
Mr. Biden said Putin had not only failed to rip apart NATO and Western democracies, but strengthened them.
When President Putin ordered his tanks to roll into Ukraine, he thought we would roll over. He was wrong.
It was one of the president's most elaborate speeches to date, featuring upbeat music, spotlights, smoke machines, and children giving him hugs. It was a sharp contrast with Putin's national address, delivered to a room full of loyalists. He blamed the West for fueling the Ukrainian conflict and announced he's suspending participation in the last remaining nuclear arms reduction treaty with the United States.
Frankly, we find it irresponsible.
The withdrawal came after Russia carried out a planned intercontinental ballistic missile test Monday, the same day as Mr. Biden's visit to Kyiv, U.S. officials tell CBS News. But the test appeared to fail.
We continue to monitor Mr. Putin's nuclear posture as best we can. We've been doing that since he invaded a year ago. Now, today, the president is set to meet with leaders of the Eastern European countries known as the Bucharest Nine. They make up NATO's eastern flank and are the ones most vulnerable to a potential attack by Russia. Aides said this week the president wants to not only express public support for Ukraine, but also for these countries, and to reiterate a key part of the NATO charter, that an attack on any member nation is an attack on all. Tony?
That's what the charter says. Ed O'Keefe for us in Warsaw this morning. Ed, thank you very much.